Alright, got some requests to show the leading process here in the roof. Just a disclaimer, it will become painfully obvious very quickly, I'm sure, but I have never done this before, so yeah, great, you get to watch a noob struggle. Anyway, got all of the paint and primer cleaned off of the metal, even got in that little groove in there where the seam is with a little Dremel tool just to get all the gunk out of there, cleaned it up nice and good. And I do have I guess you call it leadless body solder kit, leadless leading from Eastwood. It was pretty pricey, but I did price it out, and getting everything individually was actually more expensive, so the kit actually made some sense. Got a heavy-duty acid brush. I think it's 2 pounds of your lead, a couple of different paddles, your nice file here, which I'll probably get to later, and a DVD that was, clearly made in, 1984, but I guess leading doesn't change that much. Anyway, here we go. Before I start flaming things, I should mention that even though it is leadless, there's still acids and other not good stuff to breathe, so I'm going with a full cartridge respirator on this one, just for safety's sake. There we go. Much better. Okay, that looks much better. First mistake I made. Put on way too much flux. I used this big honkin' brush. Did not cover well. So I had to put more on to get even coverage. Mistake. Put too much on and it winds up going everywhere. Other thing, so sorry, I used this little brush covered nice and thin. You want a nice even thin coat. That works out well. Second thing, wipe often. Heat up a spot, wipe it off. If you don't, and especially if you have too much on like I did, forms this black residue, which then turns into like a molasses consistency. So I gotta clean up all this crap now. Just be forewarned. Alright, I'm gonna let this cool, and then following the instructions, clean it with some lacquer thinner, and then put some baking soda and water over there to neutralize the acid, and then on to lead.